Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something totally random. I just needed to think of something quick to do because I've only got 20 minutes until my next client is in. So I need to get something done because, as I've mentioned a billion times, I'm going on holiday in about a week and I basically need to film enough videos to get me through the whole 10 days that I'm not going to be here to film. So I've got a lot to do, so I'm going to get straight into it. So first of all, I'm going to do my nude colour. So I'm going to be doing like 2 different nails, and then I'm going to be doing 3 altogether, but one of them is sort of going to be like a mixture of the other 2 sort of things. So I'm using Peachy Nude first of all to do a coat. Please just ignore the state of this bottle. This is my like YouTube Peachy Nude. I have another bottle of it that's much neater than this that I use on clients. So don't worry, my clients are not looking at this absolute state. Just applying that all over the nail and then popping that into the lamp for a full cure. So that's for our first one. I'll do the second coat of that off camera. And then for the next one, we're going to have nude again as the base. Well, for all of them, we're going to have the nude as the base. So I'm just going to do 2 coats of this nude on all of these nails off camera really quickly. And then I will come back once we're ready to start the designs. So while they're just having their second coat cured in the lamp, these are the colours I'm going to be using. So we've got Hot Sauce, which is this beautiful colour here, Fiji, and then Aruba and Lollipop. And then I'm also going to be using black and white as well. So the first nail is now ready. So this is how that nude base looks. It's really, really pretty. I absolutely love this colour. This is Peachy Nude. It's just beautiful. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to pop some colours on my palette first. So we're going to do the easiest nail first, and I think that's this one. So we're going to do a black like V shape about there, and then about the same place going in the other direction. I've accidentally just moved the middle point a bit further over. As long as that point there is basically the same as the point at the tip, you'll be fine. And then all I've got to do for this one is literally just fill in the free edge. So we're creating like a V French sort of shape. I think this shape of French really suits a stiletto nail. So that is the main reason that I'm doing that on this one. But obviously you could do a normal like typical rounded French. You could do an abstract French, like whatever you want to do will be fine. And then I'm just going to pop this one into the lamp. It's not quite finished yet, so... But the next bit that I need to do is going to be touching the black area. So I'm going to cure this before I move on, because I don't obviously want the colours to run. So that's that. I'm going to pop that in the lamp. I do love a black French. I think it's really, really like just aesthetically pleasing. So once I've done that one, I'm going to move on to this one now. And then for this one, we're going to do like the same sort of thing, but only one side of the nail. So I'm going to bring it to where I'd want the point to be. Then instead of doing the other side here, I'm going to bring it down straight to the free edge. Like that. I just want to try and get it as neat as possible. And then again, just fill in the gap. But that line down the middle isn't, I'm not worrying about it too much because I'm going to be doing some other nail art up alongside it. So I could potentially neaten it up a little bit with that. But I obviously want to get it as neat as possible to make that easier. Need to get that hair off before it sabotages me. Don't do what I'm doing, please, and like touch the gel. You should never touch wet gel. But I am a really bad influence for that, and I will regret it one day when I become allergic. It's inevitable because I have been an idiot over the years, basically. I have no one else to blame but myself. Okay, and once I've done that, I'm going to pop that one in. So I'm just doing all the black areas first, just because obviously I've got black on my brush and it just saves me from having to keep cleaning my brush when I'm using black again anyway. So this one, I'm going to create a black straight line again, quite thick, but not too thick where it's covering too much of the nail. I want it a bit wider than, I don't know actually, probably a little bit wider than this. Just filling that in first of all. And then I'll look at it properly from all angles to make sure it's nice and straight. I'd usually use a long liner brush for this. I'm not going to lie, it makes it much easier, but I'm overall happy with that. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp and then we can go back to our first nail. So now moving on to white for this one, and I'm going to just basically create the same shape again, but a little bit further up, but make sure it's parallel to the black. So we keep that V shape. And then once I'm happy with it, I'll just fill in the gap up to the black. But I want it to be quite thick because we're going to do like a little bit of nail art on this white area, so it needs to be wide enough to fit that on. And then again, once I'm happy with where it is, I can then take it right up to the black. And then fill it in. I'm almost making sure that my white is very slightly overlapping my black, so I don't have like a shadow where the nude is between the two colours. I'll mess about with that point in a minute. Just going to fill it in first of all, and then just very gently pull it to that point. There we go. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full cure. Then this nail is going to be a mixture of the two. So we're going to be doing again the line parallel with the black. I'm just going to get that roughly where I want it first of all. I'm not too bothered about it being absolutely perfect at first. I just need to get a rough idea. And then I'm also going to do a straight line of white up the middle. Just like that. And then again, right up to the black. Get it nice and neat, and then once I'm happy with that, I can go in and obviously fill in the bits I need to. So that needs to join up with the white, and then I want to make the line thicker itself, because again we're going to be doing a little bit of nail art on it. And once I'm happy with where the lines are, which I'm not just yet because I want it to be a bit wider. I will then just fill it in. I think I'm happy with that. I think this bit here needs to just go over a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm just going to fill that in. So it's fully white all the way down. And just make sure that that line above the black here is parallel again and looks the same as the other nail, because obviously the point of this nail is that it's a mixture of the other two put together. And then the other two nails that you'd have like in a set of, oh gosh, in a set of 5, you'd just like you could have a plain white, plain black. You could have 2 different neon colours of the colours that we're going to be using for the next stage. Like you can do whatever you want on those nails. Okay, so because I've messed up that little bit there, I'm just going to get a clean up brush. First of all, just make sure it's clean, and then I'm just going to wipe that away. I'd rather take a little bit too much off than not enough, because then when I've took too much off I can just go ahead and make the line exactly how I want it again. And that's that. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp now. And then this one just needs a bit of white as well. And again, it's just going to be a straight line, straight down. And then again, thick enough. That was a dreadful straight line. Thick enough for me to be able to put a design on, sort of thing. Well, as you've seen from the thumbnail, the design itself is not like particularly difficult or anything, but it still just needs a little bit of space. I really love designs that are like neutral bases, like black, white and nude. But then having that flash of neon just really brightens it up a little bit, but without it being too much. So I find it's the perfect mixture. Just widening the bottom a bit of this because it's a bit too thin at the bottom. Making sure there's no air bubbles on there. As you can see, the Erin's favourite brush that I usually use makes straight lines so much easier than using a short brush. So sorry about that, was my light. If you do struggle to do straight lines, I'd highly recommend trying a long liner because it makes it so much easier. Okay, once done that, that's going in the lamp for a full cure. And then we're back to the original one. So all you need now is literally just a dotting tool and your nude polishes, because all we're going to do is pop some nude dots on this white area. So just getting a dot of all of the different colours. I'm going to do one colour at a time and then flash cure it for 10 seconds. Just in case we do overlap or touch a dot with another dot. Obviously you don't want them to come together or anything. So if you flash cure it, it'll keep it still just while you do the next one. I'm using 4 different colours, but you could use less, you could use more. Totally up to you. Again, flash cure in for a few seconds. It won't look like I am to you because I'm pressing pause every time I do that, by the way. And then we've got our pink. I'm doing different sizes of dots as well, so some of them are larger, some of them are small. Mixing it up a little bit. And then last but not least, we'll do the green dots. I'm just going to cure that for a few seconds. And then pop the dots, pop the green dots on. You can obviously use any colours you want for this step. I just wanted a complete mixture. So that's that. That's that one. I'm going to put that in the lamp. And this is all we've got left to do now for the rest of this design, is just literally put dots on stuff. So I'm going to do that. Super easy, but just looks really effective. I'm not going to cure this one because I know they're not going to touch each other. I'll just keep them at a little distance. But then as the colours get closer to each other, I will flash cure. So I'll flash cure after this colour and then after the next one as well, just because they are getting closer. And then we'll do pink. Just doing it totally sporadic, not putting too much thought into it at all. Just going to clean that little bit of pink up that I've just gone over the white with. And then pop that in the lamp for 10 seconds as well. And then last but not least, it's just the blue. So I'm just going to basically fill all the gaps with that. That's that for that one. So I'm going to pop that one in the lamp, and then we've only got this one left because we'll just do the blue first because it's already on my dotting tool. Super easy, just throw them on. The quicker you do it, the less effort you're basically putting in, which is good for this sort of design. So you don't want to overthink it too much. So I'm going to flash fill that for 10 again. And then we've only got the green and the pink, so I'm just going to do the green. Again, just really not thinking about it. And then flash cure, and then last but not least the pink, to just basically fill the gaps this time. And that's it. I'm going to pop that in the lamp, and then I'm just going to top coat them quickly off camera, and I'll show you at the end what they'll look like together. So here is the finished design. I really hope you like how they turned out. I love them. Let me know whether you do or not. And thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.